Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my top 5 tips on healthy hair. So my first tip is not only for those wanting to keep their hair healthy, but it is also those who want to grow out their hair as well. And this is to get regular trims. So whenever you start to feel like your ends are getting a little gross and split and just they're feeling really dry and damaged, you want to go ahead and get those cut off as soon as possible. The reason for this is that once your hair starts to split, it's going to continue to keep splitting up your hair shaft until it basically breaks off, and you do not want that. I know that there is a lot of products out there that claim to mend split ends, but the truth of the matter is you can't get rid of split ends until you cut them off. My next tip is to cut back on the heat that you're using on your hair. So this can include your blow dryers, your curling irons, your flat irons, any way that you are damaging your hair to get a desired styling result. So some things you can do are to let your hair air dry or let it air dry most of the way and then go in with a blow dryer. Another way you can go about this is turning your heat setting down whenever you are going to straighten your hair. And then you can also use less passes. So whenever you're straightening your hair, you don't want to go over it a bunch of times. You just want to keep the passes to a minimum of 1 or 2. And how you can do this is that you can use just smaller sections, and then you can just go pass through once and your hair will be straight. My third tip is to wash your hair less. Now I have a whole video on this. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below for you to go ahead and click on. But just as a recap, whenever you're washing your hair more, you can potentially be drying your hair out quite a bit, so your hair will be more susceptible to damage. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. My next tip is to do hair masks or to leave your conditioner set on the ends of your hair longer whenever you're doing your washing. And what this does is you're just replenishing the moisture that you need, and whenever your hair gets too dry, it's going to get damaged. So this way you can keep replenishing your hair for the moisture that it's lost. My final tip is that whenever your hair is wet, do your best to not brush it. Your hair is actually in a very fragile state whenever it's wet, so whenever you go to brush it, you can be causing a lot of breakage by doing so. A way that you can get around this is you can go ahead and use a wide tooth comb whenever you're doing your conditioner in the shower. And then something else you can do is you can just go ahead and make sure you're using a really good detangler or a leave-in conditioner, and then use a wet brush or a really good detangling brush. Just be sure to be really careful if you are going to brush your hair when it's wet. Okay, so that wraps up this video on 5 tips for healthy hair. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!